Hello, hello, Tammy Cinematic Skeins. It's been a bit. It's been like a month. It's been a month. Hi. Sorry, not sorry. I don't know. Hello. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Tammy of Cinematic Skeins. I knit, dye, spin, weave, sew, crochet things. There's yarn. There's fabric. I go off on tangents, forget what I'm talking about. I get interrupted by my dogs, etc., etc., etc. There's a dog right there who's probably gonna start panting and annoying me, and that's just what he does. If you've been here for a bit, welcome back. Hi. I'm back in the original yarn room, you guys. This is all the yarn. I've almost completed my D-stash. I've still got to go through my fiber. And I'm going back through my D-stash bins to make sure that what I've pulled for D-stash is D-stash. I already know there's some green yarn in there that I'm going to pull back out because I've decided that I want to use it for this shirt that I saw while I was at the Southern Comfort Fiber Festival in North Carolina. I went on vacation. It's been a minute. I believe last time we talked, I said I was going to have like a little mini staycation, and then I was going to go on vacation to North Carolina, to Charlotte, because my cousin lives there. And I think I told you guys, you know, she's been trying to get me to move out there, and I would go check it out and see what I thought. And I might move to Charlotte. We'll see what happens. It was a lovely trip. Plane fiascos aside, I had a really good time. Very tired. I'm still very tired, and it's not like I did a whole lot. I was just traveling, man. Makes me sleepy, apparently. So I'm getting old. But I had a nice trip. It rained almost every day I was there, which kind of sucked for my headaches. If you're new here, I get migraines. They're triggered by weather. It wasn't that bad though. They weren't terrible migraines. It was just like a persistent headache in the background. So it wasn't too terrible. So yeah, I found an area that I really liked. I think it was called Dilworth, because that's where I ended up. I decided to go to Charlotte Yarn. Beautiful store. And I drove around there for a little bit, and in that area, and then apparently my Airbnb was also in that same area. So I got to just hang out in Dilworth for a bit. Let's see, Dilworth, Myers Park is where I drove around the most, I think. And it's a cute area. I really liked it. The thing that I did not like about Charlotte, I thought DFW, Dallas, 35 is what I consider a death trap. I'm always afraid for my life when I'm on that highway. And I love to drive, you guys, but driving in Charlotte, all right, so I've dealt with DC drivers, I've dealt with New York drivers, I dealt with Atlanta drivers, Texas drivers. Charlotte's on a whole other level of we're gonna try to kill you. So I like Charlotte, but I do not like driving in Charlotte. No, sir. Did not like. It was like, if I was ever like really tired on the way home, I would be worried for my life, because you got to be like gripping the wheel, like, because those people are just like, and the motorcyclists, even though unlike Texas, they are wearing their helmets. That's a pet peeve of mine. Like, you're on a cycle, you should wear a helmet. But in Texas, it's optional. So yeah, a lot of these people, I'm just like, sunburn alone. You're just, what are you doing? If you fall off, you're gonna die. No. But anyway, yeah, the people in Charlotte drive crazy. They drive crazy. But I got some Bojangles French fries, which are like my favorite fast food fries. And I learned that we do have Bojangles in Texas. It's about 45 minutes away from my house. But yeah, now I know it's here. But here's the thing. Texas has weird water. So I know it will not taste the same as getting Bojangles on the East Coast. It's not going to be the same. They're not going to use the same level of spice. It's just not going to be the same. But am I going to try it? Yes, I'm going to find the Bojangles that's closest to my house. Get some French fries. and blueberry biscuits, because those are my favorite things at Bojangles. Anyway, that was really random. So yeah, I went to Charlotte. I really liked it. I might move there. It'll be a bit because housing prices and all the things are stupid expensive right now. And my neighbor's house has been for sale for like a year and it ain't going nowhere. So I don't know if it's just their house or if it's just the market. It's probably the market. You would think, working in the mortgage industry, I would know, but I don't deal with that side of it. I deal with the, you made your payment, I'm going to put it to different investors, etc. I don't deal with the, how's the market doing? What's the interest rates? That's not my part of the job. Anyways. Yes. Okay. So I went on vacation. What else has been going on? I took a pottery class. I did pottery in high school. All right, so here's what happened. So junior year, I took art class and we did everything, like painting, drawing, that freaking dot matrix draw. I hate that. The dots that form the picture. Oh. And we did clay and sculpture and what was the thing with the foil and the things? Paper mache. There was also a thing with foil and tissue paper that I really liked making sculptures with, but I don't remember what that was called. But anyway, we did pottery towards the end of the year and I loved it. I loved it so much that senior year, my art teacher, Mrs. Mooney, let me do clay almost the entire year. So I did hand building, I did throwing, I did sculpture. Like, clay was my jam. So I fully expected, taking this pottery class, they would all just come back and I would be excellent at it and just throwing left and right 5 billion mugs, right? Because that's what I went to make. Did I make a single mug? No. Did I get anything off the wheel? 2 pieces. They're this big. My brain was just like, that's not how I hold my hands. And I know part of it is they taught a different way that I'm used to. So, like with the wedging of the clay, the way they did it is called, was it ram's head wedging? We didn't do that in school. We did where you take the giant thing of clay and you slice it a bunch of times and then you slam them together. And that was part of the fun part of doing it in art classes. I could just throw things, get some frustration out. It was great. And that's how we did our clay. We just slammed it a bunch of times. It wasn't nice and gentle and lots of wrist stuff. No, we didn't do that. And then throwing on the wheel, the way that they wanted me to hold my hands was different than I learned. And I was like, no, I want to do it this way. She's like, no, do it this way. And it just became a thing. So I made 2 things and they're this big. And I'll get them in September sometime. But before I took that class, I did a clay night where you just get a thing of clay and they're just build what you want and we'll glaze it for you. And I made 2 things. I made what was supposed to be a mug, but I ran out of time to do the handle. And then I made a little dish to hold my snips because I have 5 billion embroidery scissors and yarn snips. I just wanted a little container for them because they get kind of lost in the big containers that I have. So I made that. It's in the other room. I'll pop in a picture if I remember. Anyway, so yeah, I've been doing pottery class, which is over now. Traveling to North Carolina, having a staycation, de-stash, rearrange my entire house kind of thing. And it's funny because I rearranged. I pulled everything out of my office / fiber room, put it in the living room. And then I took everything out of the yarn room that was that used to be my office. And I put all of that in the living room. So there was a giant pile of yarn and fiber taking up half of my living room, along with my office desk and my work computer, all just in a pile in the living room. And then in my fiber office, it's now my gym again, which is what it was when I first moved to the house. So now it's a gym again. So I bought a spinning bike. I bought a new weight bench. I have a spinning bike I need to get rid of. Well, not a spinning bike, a recumbent bike I need to get rid of because I'm replacing it with the spinning bike. Or I'm going to put it in the garage because the reason I have a recumbent bike is because I've had 5 billion knee surgeries and that's useful for rehab. But anyway, so I may or may not keep it. Right now it's just taking up space, and I moved a treadmill and I threw my back out because I'm not supposed to be lifting heavy things in general because of my shoulder, and then, you know, that kind of stuff you're not supposed to be lifting by yourself, but who else is gonna do it, right? Anyway, so now I have the gym set up again. I am moving all the stuff back into this room. This used to be the craft room. All the crafty stuff was in this room. And then I ran out of space and it expanded to like 3 rooms. Now it's 1 room again. The yarn wall has become the yarn shelf. All that you see, this is the entire shelf. There's no more shelves up there. Like, look, there's a bunch of stuff up there, but yeah, that's it. Because I said I would keep all the yarn that fit in here, and that's it. There's a caveat to that. So I also have my yarn bins where I keep the yarn that doesn't really look good in the wall, like, you know, cake yarn and balls of yarn. So I still have all of that yarn. And then I have my blanket yarn. So I have a blanket yarn stash. I have a cotton yarn stash. So none of that was ever in the wall. So it doesn't count. It's just the wall had to be shrunk down to what I would actually use. So this is the new yarn shelf. I no longer have a yarn wall. I still need to take pictures of all the things and do the whole destash. I went back and forth on either starting my website back up again or doing Etsy, which I didn't really want to do, or putting it all on Ravelry. I am going to put it all on Ravelry. The destash will be on Ravelry. You guys got to give me some time because it's going to take me forever to take all the pictures and put all the details. You know, I don't know. Well, no, it won't be that hard because Ravelry will put the details in once I say what the yarn is, right? Yes. Anywho, I need to take pictures of all the things again and then eventually put my regular stash into Ravelry once I've finalized it. Oh, and I have a bin of self-striping that doesn't count because self-striping doesn't count to stash, right? Yes. So yeah, I mean, there's still a crap ton of yarn I haven't gone through because it's in various bins. Like, bins? I have bins of yarn everywhere. So there's about 5 bins still in the old yarn room. There's like 10 bins in here. I'm going to get through it all today. Well, in this room. I'm going to get through this room today because I did all of this yesterday and I'm very proud of myself that I got all of this put away last night. Yeah, last night because I was working. So yeah, I worked all day and then I sat in here and went through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 giant bins of yarn. And this is all that came out of it, right? Proud of myself. So in here are sweater quantities, or I wouldn't say sweater quantities, t-shirt quantities. 4 or more skeins of the same color. They're in these. And then I have a bin of all the information. I have a bin of project yarn that I've put in bags that's for a specific pattern that I already own. So yeah, I'm getting there. It's getting there. I cannot wait to do the actual destash part so all of it can get out of my house because it's taking up space, even though it's in bins now. So at least it's in bins so I can kind of slide it into a closet and forget about it because that's what happens. That's how all of this yarn came to be, is because I forget that I have all the things. So yeah, anyways, I found a bunch of yarn that I dyed and never, twisted up. So it's back hanging in the closet because I don't know what to do with it. I don't remember what the base is. Yeah, that's the thing about my hand dyeing thing. If I wasn't dyeing a specific base that day, I would forget what I was dyeing. So I have a bunch of yarn that I don't know what it is. It's merino something. I don't know. There's some yak too. The yak is easier to identify because it has a colored tie on it, but I have some yarn I dyed. Whatever, I'll use it for something. Anyway, let's get into Thanks, I've been rambling so much. Oh, and I have to do a gifting, and I don't have anything to gift this episode, only because I'm still going through things, like going through things. So I don't want to gift anything in case I change my mind about it. So yeah. So I'm going to have gifting probably next episode, after, because I should be done going through the things after this weekend. Would you sit down, sir? Anyways, yes. Okay. That was a lot. Okay. Let's do the things. Okay. Let's do the gifting, and then I'll go through the things. I made this. This is lovely, right? Isn't it pretty? Don't you love it? I love it. Except the ribbing, it's not like it's a lot of ribbing. It's just like a short detail there. Curls in, but it's fine. I haven't blocked this or anything, but I've worn it like 3 times because it's comfortable. This is the Boardwalk Tee. I made it with 100% cotton from Deep Stash. This is, back in the day, I did shop at Hobby Lobby. Don't come at me. But this is the, what's called? It's right in front of me, but I can't read it from here. Dang it. All right, so the gray is Love This Yarn cotton. And this one is, oh, I can't read it. It's Yarn Bee Cotton Solids. I can't read it, you guys. Sugar Wheel, right? Sugar Wheel. I think it's Sugar Wheel. Cotton Solids in black, because of course. But yeah, cotton t-shirt material, you know. It's very comfy, very light. I love this. I might make another one. I love how this fits, or at least I love the way that this fits. I don't know if I'll make another, you know, maybe I will. I'll do a different mosaic pattern though. But it fits so well. I love it so much. But it's the Boardwalk Tee. I will link it below. It was not my favorite because it's bottom up. But that's just because I don't like bottom up. Had nothing to do with the pattern. The pattern itself, very simple to do, very easy. This is charted and written, so it's real easy. This was super simple to do. You just knit a giant tube, do some increases, do this pattern, sew them together, 3 needle bind off. Love it so much. And then you pick up and do like just a little, like a couple of rows just to finish it up, make it look nice. I love this. It's so comfortable. And even though it's DK, it's cotton, so it's breathable, light. Love it. Anyways, so that's my finished object. I think the one time I showed it to you guys, I'd gotten like this much done. Yeah. Let's see, more finished objects. I blame Akula from a Lefty Knitter podcast for this. I bought a loom. This is the Potholder Pro Loom from, is it Harrisville? Yeah, Harrisville Designs. And I got black rainbow loops. And I made a little potholder set. So I made these 2 to go together, right? I really like how this one turned out. This one was just weird. So yeah, I made those. And then I wanted to try something fancy. So I made these. And this is a set that goes together. Isn't that cool? Don't you love it? Isn't that nifty? They're so cool. I kind of want to sew these loops though, instead of just tying them in a knot. Like I think I would feel better about it if I sewed it. But aren't these nifty? So proud of them. And then my desire to do it was complete. And then I put it in the closet. So I don't know when I'll pick this up again, but I made some potholders. It gave me something to do, y'all. That's how my brain works. Really want the thing, buy the thing, use it a couple times, put it down. Did I mention I bought a PS5 finally? Played it for like 2 weeks and I was like, okay. I'm gonna play it again. I have to play it when my brain wants to play it, so yeah. I didn't even buy the game that I bought it for yet. I've been playing Little Nightmares. Such a cute, weird game. Anyway, and then I think part 3 comes out this fall. Does it come out in October? I don't remember, but I love the game. It's adorable and spooky-ish. But anyway, I bought this. It's going in the crafty closet whenever the crafty closet comes to exist again. Right now, it's gonna go over here. Ooh, maybe this will be where I put my crafty stuff. That empty shelf right there. Cool. Okay. Made these. Have finished object. I decided to knit socks because, you know, when you're on a plane, you got shit else to do, right? So I started these socks. This is MustStash Yarns. I don't remember the colorway. I'll put it here. I gotta look it up. I gotta find the label. I just had a mill end of it, but the mill ends from MustStash Yarns are also split into perfect pairs. So, and I could have made this sock longer. I had a 70 gram mill end. I could have made it longer, but it's fine. I'll have extra yarn left over. Maybe I'll do some shorties that are, you know, super short. Cause I do want to make, what's it called? The tab socks, where it's just, you know, a sock and a little tab on the heel tab socks. I want to make those. Have I used my sock machine? No, it's in that closet. Eventually, I will feel the desire to pick it up again. Right now, not feeling it. What I really want to do is finish this room so I can get back to my loom and finish my blanket project. That is the goal for the weekend, is to finish this room mostly so I can get back to my loom. I cleared a path to it, but I need to put all this stuff away. And I need to find a table to put my Carter on because it's too big for the table I had in here. Anyways, made a sock. Okay. As I was moving things around, I found a Tunisian project I forgot about. It was a, what's that Tony Lipsy pattern called? A Pilson Blanket? Pilson Blanket. Hello, Theodore. So I had started one. So yeah, I found that. And then I remembered why I put it down. It's because I didn't have a lot of DK scraps. So I've started doubling some fingering weight so I can make more squares. I just got to remember where I put my scraps because I moved them out of my way when I was shifting things between rooms. So I got to find those. That's what I've been working on. I also have my Henley that I've maybe only done like this much on. So I'm not going to show that again until I've made more progress on it. Oh, and I have to show you guys the stuff I got at the Southern Comfort Festival and acquisitions. So yeah, the rest of this is acquisitions. So before I do that, because I said I was going to do it and then I forgot again, let me show you, let me do the drawing and then I'll show you all the things. Does that sound? It's been a while, you guys. I'm sorry. This is all over the place. All right, so let's do the gifting of the things. There was the Bloom Bear, right? And then the Biche Bouche, however you say it, that yarn gifting. I'll do the drawing for those, and then I'll show you all the acquisitions that have come since last we talked, which is in my lovely bucket that I got at Home Goods. Sheep. And then I have the bag of goodies from the SoCo Festival. Yes. Okay, let's do the drawing. Yes? Ready? Okay. And then I gotta find, well, I know where the bear is. I gotta remember where I put the yarn. It's in a bag. It's in a bag somewhere. It might be in here. I don't know. Again, I combined all the names into one thing, but I marked them so I know what I'm actually pulling your name for. Again, the Tupperware struggle. Oh my God, why? Hold on. Open. Open. Oh my God, open. This thing needs a tab on it. Why? Okay. All right. Not using this bowl anymore. I mean, it's good if I don't want to spill stuff in the fridge though, right? Okay. This has a bee on it, so this is for the bear. See, I put a bee on it. All right. Bloom Bear. It's gonna go to Fatisha. All right, so cinematicskeins@gmail.com. Yes, or you can send me a message on Instagram, however you want to do it. Send me your shipping info and I will get that out to you as soon as I can. It won't be a month. It might be a week. We'll see what happens. Yeah, my brain. Okay. Oh, cool. It's got a C on it. Got a C. So this is for the yarn. 10 a.m. Tracy. Yay! Okay. People I know. Okay. Well, there you go. Okay, so Tracy, you're getting some yarn. Do you want some fiber? Keep doing that. Do you want some fiber? Fatisha, do you knit or crochet? When you send me your shipping info, let me know. Maybe I'll throw a little extra in there. Because, yeah, the bear is a sewing thing, and I mostly do the yarn things. So let me know. My eye is doing weird things. It's bothering me. Can you tell I have a migraine today? My eyes get weird when my head hurts sometimes. It's bothering me because I can see it in here. It's bothering me so much. Anyways. Okay, so drawing done. And again, we'll do another gifting. I'll have another thing to gift on the next episode. Everything's a mess right now, so I can't pull anything to gift this episode. Okay. Acquisitions. I bought a rainbow bag. You guys have seen this bag before because I have a green one, but they brought it in rainbow, black rainbow. I had to. Anyway, so the green one that I bought came with a inside mesh bag, like a little mesh bag. It's in here somewhere. I just saw it last night. It's in here. Anyway, it came with mesh bag. This one came with cubbies, like little cubbies. I will probably never have these in the bag, but I'll put them somewhere in this room, so it's fine. Came with little cubbies. But I used this my entire trip in North Carolina. Love this bag. I will say, if you're carting around the airport and stuffing a bunch of stuff in it, the snaps do come undone randomly. It's really annoying. So I kind of wish it had snaps and a zipper, like for the big part, because it kept falling open while I was wandering around the airport. But it's fine, because I had all the important stuff in the zippered pocket. So it does have a zippered pocket on it, but love it. Black rainbows. Bought that. I had tried to get away from ordering stuff through Amazon, because Amazon, and I started ordering books through Barnes & Noble directly instead. And you know what? This book came out, like normally when I used to buy books through Amazon, like do the pre-order guarantee, right? You got the price guaranteed, the low price, and you pretty much get it on the day that it releases to the world, right? This book, I don't know why, because I'm sure Barnes & Noble had the copies, so it could have been shipped to me before and arrived to me the day that it was released, but it was not. It was like a week late, which bothers me for some reason. I want stuff when it comes out, because if I'd had to wait that long, I could have just walked up to the store and picked it up instead of waiting for them to ship it to me. I see something that's going to fall in a second. Don't fall. Things are precariously like balanced against other things on this bookcase. Anyway, I got this book. Witchy Stitching by Witchy Stitcher, who I have a lot of their patterns. But this is delightful. Delightful. It's full color. I was not expecting full color. Yes. There's bookmarks. There's regular cross-stitch projects. There's just all the Halloween goodness. Look at these little guys. Are they cool? This is so cool. I love this book. It's thicker than I expected it to be. There's, love it. Love it. Nevermore. Yes. This book is beautiful. Beautiful. And I swear I'd probably make everything in here. Like, I love all of these patterns. They're great. It's so good. So good. Like, look at the haunted house. Oh, I love it so much. It's so pretty. So pretty. I'm just going to keep saying it. It's so pretty. Look at that. Oh, it's gorgeous. This book is gorgeous. Get it. If you cross stitch at all. It's magnificent. It's so good. It's so good. There's a little spooky Christmas. Look at the little spooky Christmas bookmark. It's so cute. I love this book. I love it. It was worth the wait. Love it. Yeah, so I canceled all my other pre-orders from Barnes & Noble and just ordered them through Amazon because I like to get my books immediately. Like Tim Curry's autobiography. Yes. Anyway, so I got that. I got some Inglenook Fibers. Oh, my Montana Crochet Minis, which I'll have new ones like in a week or so. But it's been a month, so. Ooh, pretty. Okay, this one's Greetings from Fiji. Da-da-da. So good. I love the lighting in this room. It's so good. All right, so let's see. Oh, we've got a little pretty purpley stitch marker this time. Lovely. Like it a lot. And I did find all the other ones, so I set them aside. So when all of this is said and done, I can show you the entire set. Beautiful. Like it a lot. All right, set that box up. Show you my goodies from Inglenook. All right, so this one is Jupiter, which is my ruling planet, Sagittarius. So this is Rainbow Silk. Isn't that pretty? It's based on the recent pictures of Jupiter. Then these are the ones I just got. This one is Polworth, Camel, Tussa Silk, and Gold Stellina. This is tarnished. See the sparkle? Got a little sparkle in there. Thought it would be fun. And then this one. Sorry. This one is Henley Silk and Twinkle Lights. Isn't that pretty? When am I going to spin them? No idea. At this point, my spinning wheel needs to be dusted and oiled and all that good stuff. So, yeah. All of them, technically. So, yeah. That's what I got from that. Okay. Theodore, you're in the way. When I was in Charlotte, I went to the Southern Comfort Fiber Market. Here's the logo. And I got some stuff, including this bag. This is separate. I'll show you that in a second. I had this kind of packed up because it was in my suitcase, so just give me 1 second. Get it all undone. Put stuff in this bin. Right. And I made it to 2 yarn stores while I was there. I meant to go to more, but you know, with the rain and my head, and I was mostly there to visit family, so that was the focus. I went to Charlotte Yarn, and I went to Stash. There was another one I wanted to go to, but they were weirdly closed. I've never been to a yarn shop that was closed like on the weekends. It was really weird. Anyways, maybe they were closed because of the fiber thing. I don't know. Is that everything that was in here? All right. So this bag is cool. It's got pockets in the front, and then the way that the handles are, like when you pull the handles, it closes the bag, which is delightful. So all your stuff's not falling all over the place. So yeah, I like this bag. So got that bag. And I ran into someone that I have bought stuff from on Etsy, which was really cool. And I was like, what are you doing here? I buy your stuff all the time. So it was cool to run into her. And that was Create Yarnworks. And I got some stuff from her booth. I got these fabulous earrings. Rainbows. Aren't they pretty? Are they pretty? They're the same on both sides. Like, it's a little like a leather stamp earring. But yeah, teardrop rainbows. Look at that, like, yay. They're so pretty, love them. I thought I'd lost them for a second. I got this gorgeous fiber. Look at that. I forgot that she dyed fiber, but Create Yarnworks. I've had her, no, yeah, I did have some fiber from her. It was like sparkly. Yeah. And then I blended it with some of my hand-dyed fiber, I think. And then my fiber bled everywhere because I just started dyeing fiber. Didn't know what I was doing. Anyways, I got this. This one is Merino Camel Alpaca Silk. And it's freaking delightful. And it's so pretty. So I got that. I got this cute sheep tote. Isn't that pretty? Black rainbow. Isn't that pretty? She had a lot of really cool bags, and I was like, I'm not gonna buy a whole lot because I had like this much space in my suitcase. And it fit. Everything I bought, it fit into this little bag in the suitcase. Again, black rainbow. Which is weird. I did not buy these bags to match that mesh bag, but I just happened to find some black mesh bags. Anyways. So I got that. I got some Inglenook fiber, which I'm probably going to over dye if I'm being honest. I couldn't find a color that I wanted, but I knew I wanted some Inglenook fiber to spin. So I bought this one, and I think what I'm going to do, I might add some blue to it. It's got a little bit of purple in it already. It's like green and gold and like a lavendery purple. I don't know. I'm probably going to doctor this a bit, but this is from the Fibre Studio, and this is silk and Inglenook wool. Yes, Inglenook mulberry silk. Bearded iris. That was my mom's favorite flower. The irises. I made her an iris painting when I was a kid. Anyways, so yeah, I might doctor this. Or if not blue, then I might do some, like a bluer shade of green to kind of bring it out a little bit more. We'll see. It's going to be a minute. So yeah, I bought that. And then also from the Fibre Studio, I bought this yarn. Mostly because they had a little wrap hanging up. And I know I'm not big on wraps, but the cool thing is my cousin likes wraps. So all the shawls and stuff that I've made that I don't wear, move over, I can kick them down to her. Like, because I made this, but I'm never going to wear it, but she will. She likes to wear stuff around her neck, so I'm going to send some stuff to my cousin. I got to find it all first. Or I might just make her, I might find another pattern that I really want to make that I know I'll never wear, and then I'll send her that. So yeah, anyways, they had a black, sparkly, and I know I'm not big on sparkle, but it was like an iridescent kind of sparkle to it, and it was like a lace, kind of loose wrap thing, and I was like, I'd wear that. This is silk, mohair, nylon, and polyester sparkle. So I was a little concerned about the mohair, but like when I feel it, it's actually really soft. But it's got like this green gold sparkle in it. Isn't that cool? And the thing that they made only used one skein. Move over. You keep shaking the thing. So the thing that they had hanging up, and of course I didn't take a picture of it, only used one skein to make it. So I'm sure I can find it. If I look up this yarn on Ravelry, I'm sure I'll find it. And if I do, I'll link it down below. But they only had one skein of black left. So I was like, I'll pick up a skein of silver. So I got black and silver, and I will make it. And if I think it's cool, maybe I'll send my cousin one or the other. We'll see what happens. But yeah, it's sparkly green and gold. Isn't that cool? So yeah, I bought this yarn. Then they had minis, and I didn't need these because I'm pretty sure I have minis that are these colors because rainbows. But this is for a shawl kit, and it was just a cute little simple shawl. And is it an Andrew Mowry pattern? No. Alla Senko. ALLASAENKO. It's for the Reflexions Shawl. Anyways, so this is the one I got. I thought it was very autumnal looking, right? And I thought this would be really cool. Anyway, so I bought this. And this their Fletcher colorway. 100% superwash merino. I don't know, we'll see. Will I make that particular item? I don't know. I like these colors. They will go in a thing, like be it shawl or cowl or whatever, but I'm gonna keep them together. Bought those. So that was Fibre Studio. And then I think the rest of this stuff is from the yarn stores. Okay, Charlotte yarn. I decided I would get Charlotte yarn. So I got Charlotte yarn in the Mountaintop and Roasted Chestnuts. They pretty. Yeah, Charlotte yarn. Probably a cowl or something. I don't know. I just wanted Charlotte yarn stuff. And she gave me a little stitch marker. It's cute. Okay. And then Stash had yarn and fabric. They were doing a sewing class while I was there, actually. They were a little difficult to get to. Like, I walked around that shopping center like 3 times trying to figure out how to get up there, and I had to go to their website to find it. And it was like, use the elevator next to the Qdoba. And I was like, oh, okay. It was hot. It was difficult to get to. Anyways, I bought this yarn. This is from the Echo View Fiber Mill. This is the Recycled Yarn Collective, and it's a chunky weight yarn. I'm probably going to make a hat, but it was a local. I wanted something local. It's 90% American Merino, 10% recycled yarn. So it's just a black with, you know, rainbow speckles. You know how I do, you guys. It's really pretty. And then I got this to try because I've seen people that have used this yarn before in sweaters, but I wasn't sure how soft it actually was. I figure it softens when you wash it. So I got it to try, and if I really like it, I'm gonna order a sweater quantity. This is Studio Donegal, and it's 100% merino wool. And this is Ocean Tide. So it's a tweedy yarn. And I just like the shade of blue. You guys know I love blue. So I got that. And then I got some fabric. Just some little fat quarters. So I got this fabric because I thought it was kind of cool. The waves and hearts. And then this one is thread. Thought it would be a cool fabric for inside of a bag or something. Hand sewing thread. And then I liked their pin, so I got a Stash pin. Yes. So that's everything I bought at the Fiber Festival. That is the least amount I've ever bought at a Fiber Festival ever. So yeah, there's that. And then when I went to Dilworth, I found an independent bookstore, and they had, oh, I forgot my weaving thing. I'll grab it in a minute and I'll show it to you. They had an independent bookstore there, and I bought a book called Dogland. It's about the Westminster dogs. And then I found a journal. I was just walking by and it's like, ooh, rainbow. 'Cause it's me. It's yarn. It's a yarn journal, you guys. It's lots of bins of yarn. I was like, how cool is that? And they only had one left. And I was like, it was meant to be. It's meant to be mine. What am I going to write in this? I don't know. Recipes? I don't know. Project notes? Project designs? I don't know. I just thought it was really pretty. But it's one of those magnet ones. But yeah, it's just a plain blank journal. I got a bookmark for the Southern Comfort Fair too. And it's got a ruler on it, which I thought was kind of cool. So if you're taking your projects out somewhere and you got your book with you too, like if you're on a plane and you're bored, you have a bookmark, a ruler on it. It's great. Anyways, got that. And before I go grab my weaving thing, and then I will go. I thought this would be like an hour, but it's only going to be about 45 minutes, which is great. I went to the Raptor Sanctuary, Charlotte Raptor something, birds. So they had an Andean condor and I wanted to see one in person. And honestly, I have to say the enclosures for the birds were small. I assume they let them out at some point to fly around because I feel like the enclosures were small and it made me feel bad for the birds. But I was really excited that I got to see the birds. There were a bunch of owls. So it was like owls and vultures and raptors. So yeah, so I got to see an Andean condor. They have a 10-foot wingspan. What? So yeah, it was really cool. I saw, did you guys know that there's an African fish eagle? I think it is, that looks very much like a bald eagle, but cooler. And there was a guy telling his kids a story about how like eagles steal stuff. And he's like, why would you want that as like the bird for your country? And I was like, you know, I never thought about it. Eagles are assholes. Which fits. Anyway, so I went there. I got this really cool owl notebook. Isn't it pretty? They had this really cool like mosaic tile looking painting of like different owls and stuff, but it would not have fit in my suitcase. But I got this, and then I saw this book and I saw the cover and I was like, that's a black dude. What bird? What? Because that's not really our thing, you know? Anyway, so I got that because I was curious about it. It's a book about a falconer. I don't know, whatever. I was like, it's a black dude with a bird. What? It should be an interesting read, yes? Okay, let me go get my weaving thing and I will show it to you and then I'm out. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, that took me a second. I could not remember where this was. This is from Henceforth Yarns. They do hand-dyed silk yarns and sock weaving kits. It's their info. I will also link them below. This woman was so nice. She's like, you have any problems, you just send me an email, you can call me. Like, she gave me her number, all the things. But it was really cool. They had like all these this stand with all these really pretty scarves, and it was all one pattern, and it specifically said, good for rigid heddles. And I was like, oh, yay. Because that was the other thing about the Southern Comfort Fiber thing. They had a lot of weaving booths, which, you know, here we have a lot of yarn. And I will say this too, even though I only made it to 2 stores in Charlotte, I feel like the stores that I did go to had similar items. And I think in Texas, which is weird because it's hot here, we are spoiled for choice. Like, there is so much yarn and things, and there's so many fiber stores here, like so many yarn shops here, that I am spoiled for choice. So I have a lot of different selections. I have stores that I go to for specific things. Like, all right, here we go. Ready for the rundown? Okay. So regular day-to-day yarn on the Lamb Yarn Shop, right? West 7th Wool. Love West 7th Wool. Mostly because that's just my store. I go there all the time. Juju Knits. Love that store. Love it. All right. So that's where I go when I want something specific. Just want to look around. I know I'll find something, right? Okay. Then I have U2 Yarn. Also love. And there I know I'm going to find a sweater quantity. So I go there for sweater quantities and specific yarn lines, like manufacturers or whatever. And then there's Knit Dallas, and I know that if I want some non-superwash wool, that's where I'm gonna go, because they have the biggest selection between U2 Yarn and Knit Dallas, the biggest selections of non-superwash, in my opinion. And I feel like McKinney Knittery has turned into fancy yarn store because a lot of their yarns are like, you know, La Bien-Aimée, Plucky, like a lot of their stuff is on the pricier side. So that's the fancy yarn shop that also has fabric. There are many more yarn stores. There's Yarn and You, who I will find anything I want in that store. Love that store. If I want, I love Yarn and You. It's just, I love that store. I wish they were not so far away. All the things, Quixotic Fiber, all the things. They're just far away. So those are the stores that are further away, but there are more, but those are the ones I go to the most. But I know what store I'm going to based on what I'm looking for. And for the 2 stores that I went to in Charlotte, I feel like I could have got the same thing at either store. You know what I mean? Although with Stash, they had fabric too. So Yeah. Here, there's 5 billion yarn shops, so I got choices. So I feel like if I moved to Charlotte, I would have less choices of shopping in person. You know what I mean? Anyways. All that to say, hey, look, I bought a weaving kit. Anyways. So this is the classic scarf kit from Neal Howard of Henceforth Yarns. And it's all... Here's my only thing about weaving. As a yarn, knitter, crocheter type person, like, we get a pattern. We're like, okay, this is the weight of the yarn. This is how many yards are in the yarn. And I'm learning that weaving is not like that. It's like this. You need 10 ends and 33 ends and 60 ends. You need this size reed, all the things. It's a 3-yard warp. It doesn't tell me how much this yarn weighs, how many yards are in it. It's so weird to me. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's a weaving thing. Maybe it's just this kit. I don't know. But from what I can tell from like the weaving patterns that I've come across, they're not like you need this many yards. It is weird. Anyway, with this kit, it's already sectioned up, so I know that this part is going to go on the warp. Weft. This is a specific color weft, right? Black rainbow, you guys. And this is the other color weft. There's more of this one than this one. But yeah, right? Isn't that cool? It's a little kit. They're already sectioned up, ready to go. I just got to put them on the loom, right? And then I got my instructions, and then apparently for this particular classic sock pattern, classic scarf pattern, there are 6 different ways you could do it, and she had me like take pictures so I could see what the different scarves look like and decide which way I want to go, and it's all a very simple pattern. And like I said, she's like, you have any trouble, give me a call. Like, what? But yeah, it was really cool. So this is silk rayon, black rainbow. And here's what this kit made me think about. I think I might buy another loom, you guys. Like, I know my loom is perfect. I bought all the different reed sizes for it, and I bought a stand for it and all the things. But here's my thing. I have a blanket project on it right now. I can't do anything else. Right? So I think I might buy a small rigid heddle for small projects like, scarves and things. And, hand towels. So I can do stuff like this when I have a big project going, What do y'all think? Should I get a little loom? Should I get another one? I'm thinking maybe like the Sample It loom, because I think that's what, 10, 12, something like that. I think I might get a smaller loom. So yeah, this project needs a 10-inch loom. I feel like maybe I should get a small one. What do you think? I mean, it doesn't matter what you think. I'm probably going to do whatever I want to do, but I might get a small loop. We'll see what happens. And that's it. That's all I got. So I will try not to let it be another month, but I mean, this was only what, 45 minutes, barely an hour. So we'll see what happens. I'll try to come back in 2 weeks. We'll have something going on. Maybe I'll do a tour, now that I've rearranged all the things. And I hung my chic picture up with my moons. It's lovely. So yeah, maybe I'll do another tour of the craft room once I've finished rearranging it. I just put all the fabric over there. Yeah, we'll do that maybe next time. So I have something to show you. Because I'm not really doing anything other than like working on a sock right now. So, and my Henley when I feel like picking it up. But purling. So, slow going. Yeah, that's it. I'm not reading anything right now. The last movie I watched was Weapons. It's a slow burn, but it got there, and it's so much gore. Yeah, that's the last movie I saw was Weapons. Currently watching the Alien Earth, which I love. I've heard mixed reviews, but so far I really like it. It's a weird storyline, but the gore, again, top notch, and I love the editing style. My only thing that's bothering me with it right now is Timothy Olyphant, because he just looks freaking weird with platinum hair. It's bothering me, and I'm trying to look past it, but I can't. And other than that, I'm enjoying the show so far. I think that's it. I haven't watched Wednesday yet. I'll probably binge it tomorrow. because I think there's only 4 episodes out right now, and then the other half maybe next month or something. I don't know. But that's all that's going on. I've had a headache for like every day. I think my body's readjusting. I blame the travel, the weather, because normally my headache preventative that I'm on right now usually works really well, but the last couple days have been painful. I also think it's the cedar that I put. I have these little cedar hangers that I put on the baskets at the bottom of my yarn wall, and it headaches. Once it calms down, it won't bother me. But right now it's making my head explodey. Anyways, that's all I got. Okay, that was it. That was a lot of rambling. I apologize. But yeah, I gifted the things. There will be more gifting. There will be more gifting. I'm working on the D-stash still. That's gonna be a while, you guys, because pictures. And yeah, I'm just chilling in the house doing all the things. And I hope you guys are well. My mojo is kind of sort of back. I'm ready to do all the things now. So we'll see where that takes me. And again, I hope you guys are well. And I will talk to you again soon.